All right. Hey, this is Mr. Whipple. Got chapter 12B, the Monroe Doctrine. On December 2nd, 1823, President James Monroe gave his annual speech to the Congress. This is required by the Constitution. Every president has to do it at least once a year. During this speech, he spoke about some new concepts in American foreign policy. Look at the map. It shows the world divided into two halves, the Western Hemisphere and the Eastern Hemisphere. In Monroe's time, the Western Hemisphere was called the New World. That is because it was new to Europeans. The Eastern Hemisphere was called the Old World. In his speech, President Monroe said that the Eastern and Western Hemispheres were very different and should stay that way. His speech outlined four ideas about the hemispheres. The United States was in the Western Hemisphere, so it would not interfere in any wars in the Eastern Hemisphere between European countries. The United States recognized the existing colonies in the Western Hemisphere and would not interfere with the European countries who ruled them. No more colonies should be created in the Western Hemisphere. Any country who was hostile or tried to take over a country in the Western Hemisphere would be an enemy of the United States. President Monroe gave his speech because of international concerns. Some colonies in Central and South America were in revolt. The United States did not want Spain, Great Britain, or France to try and take over a country so close to ours. Leaders were also worried about Russia, who might try to claim land in the Northwest. The Monroe Doctrine, as his speech became known, let other countries know that the United States would protect itself and all other countries in the Western Hemisphere. The United States would also stay out of conflicts in the Eastern Hemisphere. The Monroe Doctrine has been used by many different presidents. James K. Polk used it to warn Britain and Spain to stay away from Oregon and California. Theodore Roosevelt used it in 1904 to help Latin American countries. Franklin Roosevelt also used the Monroe Doctrine in the 1930s to help Latin American and Caribbean countries. It was most recently used by President Ronald Reagan to help Guatemala and Grenada. Thank you for your attention.